G'day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at the performance of Strength Super Saiyan Goku in the Metal Cooler Red Zone. So you might be wondering why I'm taking a look at Strength Super Saiyan Goku, and the answer is because I can. So now that we've answered that question, Strength Super Saiyan Goku obviously got his EZA during the worldwide celebration, which was a couple months back now, but I think Strength Super Saiyan Goku is still a pretty fun and pretty viable unit. There are a couple caveats to him. I do think he needs a little bit to go his way to look really, truly impressive. I think overall he's a really strong unit, and I think he's a lot of fun to use. I personally think he's great, his leader skill's great, and yeah, I think his animations were one of the first units to really have super exciting animations. So yeah, I think overall I really like him. So obviously Goku is a Planet Namek Saga or a Super Saiyan's lead of 170% across the board after his EZA, which is pretty nice. He raises allies' attack and defense by 30% for one turn, and he has Ki +2 and attack and defense of 150%. He gains attack and defense of 30% with each attack received, and he will transform when conditions are met, so all pretty good. He also transforms when HP is 77% or less, starting from the third turn from the start of battle, which is pretty nice. They raised his transformation condition from 70 to 77, and it actually makes a much better process, I think, in terms of getting him to transform. It's a lot more common, it is a lot more usable, you see it a lot more, which I think is great. Now Goku for me is Rainbow. His links don't gain a lot, so you got Z Fighters, All in the Family, Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Shocking Speed, Prepared for Battle, and Fierce Battle. You don't get a lot from link leveling him, which is obviously another huge issue. And he replaces All in the Family with Super Saiyan, which is actually probably not great, considering All in the Family is like one of his best defensive links, which is the only real shame, I want to say. Like, he could have been a really cool linking partner for a lot of units, but yeah, it's fine. Obviously when he transforms into Super Saiyan, he does now have quite a few changes. So he raises his defense permanently on his super attack. He has Ki +3 and attack and defense of 80%. He gains an additional defense of 59% when HP is 77% or less. And he has an additional 59% for the rest of the battle after receiving an attack. So that's pretty huge. Like, it's a pretty big, he can hit some chunky attack stats. He has a medium chance of guarding all attacks, and his guard is activated against all attacks, and he has a high chance of critting for 4 turns when his guard is activated. So yeah, overall pretty neat stuff. Obviously he is a little bit dependent on getting that initial proc of his guard to look really good, but in general I think he does tend to look pretty good. He also lowers the enemy's attack and defense on his super, which honestly isn't too bad. You can see here he tanks relatively well with an item against the int portion of the fight, which is obviously pretty nice. The Metal Cooler Core event is a very harsh starting event for a lot of units, because the int Metal Cooler can actually hit decently hard, and also can fire multiple supers, and also can reduce your attack and defense. So it is quite challenging, and it is a quick turnaround time to the physical phase, which is a lot harder. So Goku does pretty well. This is where that change to his transformation condition comes in quite importantly, because the change to his transformation condition essentially means that he actually now will transform early on, which is important because him transforming is very necessary for him to do hard content. If you don't transform him, it does become difficult for him to do hard content, and it does kind of stick him into a difficult position overall. Like here, you're going to see us use the kind of the revive just to obviously get into the next turn. The big thing here is that Goku won't have any items active, so it's going to be interesting to see how he tanks without an item. It's important to also mention that he does indeed have the type advantage. So he's got natural type advantage. This is very good for Goku because it gives him quite a lot in terms of like his kit. Remember, he activates that medium crit basically automatically, and that's pretty important for him as a unit. So I want to just say it is a significant advantage, but to counteract this, he doesn't have a lot of time to naturally build up. He literally would have only had one turn as a Super Saiyan here, comparatively to some events where he may have had 3 or 4 turns, which does dramatically affect how much defense he gains, because he can stack quite a lot of defense. But yeah, so obviously we've got Goku here. You can see the Goku Gohan taking 39,000, 40,000k. We're going to see Goku fire off his super attack, which is great. He's even going to fire off another one for us, because, yeah, he's such a great guy. And, yeah, he does pretty well, tanking wise. Good damage, and 7k, which isn't a lot. You can see after he takes that hit, he manages to proc his guard, and that obviously just does a little bit of jingling in the background, and all of a sudden, Goku's great. So, a very, very good unit. I don't think anyone should be surprised that Goku's a good unit. The biggest trick is getting him to transform at the right time. It was always the mechanic with him, and it will remain the mechanic with him. He is in no ways a bad unit in any way, shape or form. It literally is just that you need to get him to transform at the appropriate time so that he has enough stacks to defend. If he can get off stacks, he'll be more than fine. He's not going to be struggling. So yeah, he should be looking pretty good overall, which I think for me is a very strong situation for him to be in. So yeah, I'm very happy with Goku. I think he looks great, and for the most part I'm quite happy with his overall performance. So yeah, Goku looking solid, looking strong, very, very good performance. And yeah, I think if you do have him, he's a great unit to build around. Will he age well forever? It's difficult to say. Medium chance to guard is not the world's most reliable mechanic, and guard, although very powerful, if it's not consistent, it can let you down. But if it procs, he's gonna look great, and he'll always look great. And once he gets a couple defensive stacks, he's really not gonna let you down. So yeah, but that's it from me. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.